Good day, good day, good day, good day, good day, everyone. Welcome back, grade 7 students. This is your English class with Teacher Ross. How are you today? Are you excited for another learning session? Very good. But before we start, I have here a picture. What is this? Very good! Mayon volcano. Are you familiar with Mayon volcano? Correct! It is considered as one of the most active volcanoes in the Philippines. Also, it is usually called as the volcano with the most perfect cone. Now, using your background knowledge, provide other descriptions about Mayon volcano. Do you know how and why volcanic eruption occurs? So, if you do not have sufficient knowledge about this volcano, what will you do? Correct! The first thing that would come into your mind is the word research. Great! Today, I'll help you in researching a topic. As we all know, researching about a specific topic can be a tough responsibility when you do not know where to get all the information you need. While information is literally everywhere, it is essential that one knows how to select possible or potential sources of useful information. And this lesson focuses on different sources of information when researching for a specific topic. In researching about the Mayon volcano, what sources or materials will you use to help you in gaining more and other useful information about it? Books, newspapers, magazines. Alright, let us find out more about these sources. There are different sources of information when researching a topic. We have primary sources, secondary sources, and tertiary sources. Let us have first primary sources. Primary sources of information include first-hand accounts, raw data, and other original materials on which other researches are based. This means that primary sources are authentic materials and have not been subjected to evaluation or assessment. Let us have examples. So we have original works like poems, diaries, interviews, surveys, court records, research published in scholarly and or academic journals. Now, let us have the secondary sources. Sources of information are classified as secondary sources when they describe, interpret, or analyze primary sources. These are often information written or presented by authors who did not personally witness an event or occurrence. Let us have examples. We have textbooks, magazine articles, book reviews, commentaries, almanacs. Now let us have the tertiary sources. Sources of information are considered tertiary sources when they are used to organize and locate primary and secondary sources. Let us have examples. We have indexes, abstracts, bibliographies, directories, databases. Remember, it is also important to understand the definition or definitions of each source type may vary from one context to another. Likewise, it is essential to take note of certain guideposts when using information gathered for activities like researching a topic, among others. And remember that information should always be accurate, reliable, up-to-date, consistent, relevant, and unique. Now, I think you have learned the different sources of information when researching a topic. You are now ready for our activity. Now, I want you to identify if the given item is a primary, secondary, or tertiary source. Let us have number 1. Newspaper. Is it an example of a primary, secondary, or tertiary source? Very good! Secondary. Because usually, the author in newspapers did not personally witness the event or occurrence. Next, number 2. We have book. Is it an example of a primary, secondary, or tertiary source? Very good, secondary. Because it only describes, interprets, or analyzes primary sources. Next, let us have speech. Is it an example of a primary, secondary, or tertiary source? Very good. Primary, because it is first-hand or raw account. Next, number 4, image. Correct. Primary, because it is originally produced by the owner. And then we have number 5, we have indexed. Is it an example of a primary, secondary, or tertiary source? Very good! Tertiary, because it is used to organize and locate primary and secondary sources. Good job! Brilliant! You're great and well done. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something today. Have a nice day. Bye!